Good evening, teachers. Today I'm going to show you how to activate topics in Mindspark. Please remember there are three interfaces in Mindspark: Mindspark English, Mindspark Maths, and Mindspark Science. In case of Mindspark English, you do not have to activate the topic because all the content is inbuilt in the interface. So what you have to do in the interface, you have to just check the reports and the progress of the students. In case of Mindspark Maths and Science, you can activate the topic as well as you can check the reports. You can track the students whether they are doing it or not. For Mindspark English also, tracking of the student is possible, but activation of topic is not needed. So let us start with the topic activation process because this is the first step of using Mindspark. All of you know how to log in into Mindspark, but I will again start from the login activities in the Mindspark. Then I will go into topic activation activity. So let me share the screen with you. The link I have already shared with you, Mindspark link. So please remember, Mindspark is not an app-based program. It is based on web. It is a web-based program. So you have to type the URL either, or you have to click the link which I have shared. By doing so, you can directly go to the login page. So I have typed the link and I have gone to the login page. And please remember, always use Google Chrome browser. Now, in the school, some teachers are the maths teachers, some teachers are the English teachers, some teachers are the science teachers. So I will just show how to activate the topic in Mindspark Science and Maths in both the interfaces, and I will just explore little bit the teacher interface of English also, so that teachers from the English understand what they have to do. Let me start with the maths interface first. I am using the school admin ID so that I can go into all the interfaces. Otherwise, the teachers' IDs I have created, and teachers can go into their own interfaces, their English, maths, and science interface. Okay, so here I'm seeing three subjects. So let us first start with maths. So how to activate the topic in maths? Let me show you. When you are going into this interface, you can activate the topic just by going to the topics. Okay, and you can see here it is written topics for activation, right? So when you are clicking that, you are getting all the topics of grade 4. If you change the grade, you can get the topics of grade 5. If you change the grade, you can get topic of grade 6 and as well as 7. So as per your requirement, you change the grade. If you're mapped with that grade only, then you can see only that grade. Now, if you want to see the topics for other grades also, you can check just by making it on. The topics for your own grade as well as topics from other grades will come. Because sometimes what happens, you might give the topics from the higher level and the lower level also for the concept clarity and for the enrichment of the students. So how to activate the topic? Already one topic has got activated, that is called numbers. So I'm showing you how to activate operations of large numbers. So when you are activating the topic, we will be just clicking to view and activate. Once you click on view and activate, you are going to get lot of learning units under this topic. And here you are going to get the recommendations of various boards as well as what are the recommended units of what are the recommended learning units as per the boards. So you can choose your boards, ICSE board, or you can customize also. If you choose a particular board, ICSE or CBSE, for example, if you choose ICSE, only those topics, learning units will be highlighted, which are appropriate according to ICSE board for grade 6. Okay, because here I am taking grade 6. Similarly, for CBSE, this will happen. If you click on CBSE, only those topics will be highlighted, which according to CBSE, applicable for grade 6. But we always suggest go for customization. If you customize, nothing will be highlighted, your choice. You just click on that learning unit, see the questions. If you want to give those questions from these concepts, you can give. And after that, you can click the box. So I'm starting, for instance, arranging additions, arranging and adding any whole numbers, addition subtraction problem. If you feel these are little bit like it's not appropriate, grade appropriate, you may not give it, because for grade 6, these are a little bit easy topics. But as you have customized, that means you can give the topics from the lower level also, so that if students have any learning gap, they can clear it. So let me start with problem involving more than one operation. We can start from that, because students are quite accustomed with 4-digit, 5-digit subtraction. So we can start from that. One. This is also very easy, but for the practice, you can give it to the students. I'm giving it to the students. Mixed problems. So that way you can give these things to the students. What problems of the 4 basic operations? Additions and subtractions of 6 digits number. These are this may be a little bit easier for a particular class. In that case, teacher have to find out which topic they want to give or which learning unit will be applicable to the students. After doing that, selecting the topics, selecting the learning units, you can go to next. Remember, it is not needed that the all learning units you have to select. You may choose and you may give it to your students. So go to next. Once you go to next, you can, only one section is there. If 2 sections or 3 sections are there, or 4 sections, if you do select all, this topic will be selected for all the sections. If you want to change the title of the topic, if you want to make it as per your book, you can do that also by writing over here. Otherwise, you can keep it like this. Then you go to activate and your topic will get activated. That means students can do it now when you are activating the topic. So teachers, you have to wisely activate the topic. You have to understand which topics are based, which learning units you want to give it to the students to understand whether they have understood your delivery or not. So the system is like that. When you're taking a class, after that, in the class only you can activate one topic, or in advance you can activate one topic, and you can ask the students to log in into Mindspark and do that topic which you have just taught. If you want to give it at home, you can give it. You can tell the students, we have given it, I'm activating this topic at home. Please do this topic at home. And good thing about Mindspark is that you can track the students by going into the live class. How? If you go to the home page and if you choose a class, say grade 6, if you go over here, you can see how many students are doing Mindspark at this time. So if you give a specific time to the students to do Mindspark every day, you can anytime as when you are at home, you can just check from the live class how many students have logged in, how many students are sitting idle, how many students are doing questions, how many students playing games. Even in the classroom, when you are teaching and giving some activity, you are telling the students now log in into Mindspark. They can switch off their video and they can log into Mindspark and they can do the topic. And instantly by sitting in your class, you can check out how many students right now doing Mindspark as per your instruction. So this live, always use this live class feature when you are giving the topic to the students. Okay. So now I will be going to another interface, that is Mindspark Science. Again, I'm using the admin ID. So if I want to go to science, I have to click on science. Okay. So suppose you want to activate a topic in science, you have to go to the class. Science topics are available for grade 6 and 7 only. So you have to go to 6. Now you can activate the topic which are the topics which are available. You have to go to topics for activation. Then these are the topics which are available for grade 6. So here also the rule is same. So let us take any one topic from grade 6 science. It's biology, chemistry, and physics all are mixed over here. So let me check out which topic can be given for science. So for instance, if you want to give food and its components, you have to go to active. Then you're going to get 3 learning units and all are recommended for grade 6. If you want to check ICSE syllabus, ICSE is recommending that this balanced diet is only recommended for grade 6. But according to CBSE, all the 3 are recommended for grade 6. And according to Mindspark also, all 3 learning units are recommended for your class. So if you don't go by the ICSE rule, then you can go to customize and do whatever you feel like to take. You can check what is food and why we want it, components of food and the balanced diet, anything. So to just select it, and then you have to go to next, and you have to just activate the topic. Okay, this way you will be finding your topic is activated in the interface. So I would request all the teachers, please activate the topic. You can activate the topic which you feel a revision is needed, for which you feel a revision is needed, or you can activate the topic for the upcoming exams where more concept clarity is needed. Now here also you can go to home page. Okay, and if you want to give the worksheet, you can give, and here also you can go to live class. You can go to live class and check if you're giving some assignment and asking them to complete it during some time at home. You can check whether they're doing it or not from here. If the students are logged in, if they're sitting idle or they're doing questions, everything will be shown to you. So you can use this live class feature in your classroom as well as in by giving the homework, you can track the students. Okay. And worksheet also you can give. So we will again provide you another video on worksheet. So for the timing, you just start with the topic activations, live classes. Okay. Thank you so much, science teacher. Now, last, I'm going to show you the English interface. Remember, all of you have, all you need to do is to log out properly from the interface. If you don't log out, when the English teacher will open, English teacher will face problem. When the maths teacher will open, maths teacher will face problem. So all of you, please log out from the interface. Don't forget to log out. Now, I'm coming to the English interface. In case of English interface, you do not have to do anything because all the things are inbuilt. So if you go to English, you can find like this. You can find out how many students have done. We are finding here in this schools, many students have already done English. You're getting the report, how they are doing, everything you're getting from here. Okay, reports. For 4, 5, and 6, 7, you are going to get English. So in case of English, you do not have to do anything. You can, if you want to check the report, you can check the reports by going over there. What is their usage? How many passages they have done? What is their accuracy? How many points they have got? So all these things you can check from English, right? Now, so if you want to check the date selected, maybe 2021 June. Okay. So if any questions are common wrong questions, like most of the students have given wrong answers, then you can get it here. Okay. All questions, grammar, vocab, like how many questions are wrong. So from there you can get an idea about the level of the class. You can go to Mindspark. You can view students from here. If you select a class, was 4A, and if you put an, if you say go, you will be getting all the students. Okay, their username and the password. You can see active topic also. You can activate topic also, but activate topic, it's not like English, maths and science activation. What you can do, you can put the date over here, a start date and end date. You can select the class and section, and you can focus on a grammar topic. Focus on a grammar topic means, suppose if you have taught sentence, these are the grammar topics on which you want to focus. Suppose you want to focus on word meanings because students' vocab is very less, is very low. So you can just focus over here and save it. If you do that, then what will happen? Mindspark will give more questions from word meanings. So this way you can focus, but you have to specify the date also. Here start date, it's put 17 June. You can put it later also, 17 June to 21st June. I mean, for a week you can give, or for 3 days you can give. So during that period, the questions from the word meaning will be more. So this is called activated topic. So it is not like exactly we are doing it in the in maths and science interface. So teachers, I would request all of you to start, give topic, check regular reports in the interface. And remember, log out. Log out is very important. If you don't log out, you're going to face problem later. So by telling this, I want to just end this today's discussions on topic activations. I hope for all the teachers, this job is not very tough. It is very simple. So I hope they can do it very fast, and they can, I mean, understand the interface very fast. Thank you so much.